Hey there, everybody. I'm just fitting the doors to the car. And here we go. There's a lot of duffage on this mating surface side of it. There's a little chip of plastic out here, has to be sliced off. As you can see, there's an ejector pin mark. So what you want to do, if you're going to use these, build this kit out of the box. You want to kind of clean that stuff off before you get rolling. See, I got the driver door hooked up. I slide the hinge all the way to the top edge so that when the door swings out, it doesn't sag. Right? I also push the doors as far back toward the trunk as I can, leaving a bit more of a gap up here at the front. But that's to make room for the dash, just in case things don't quite fit. You don't want to have to be popping that cockpit tub in and out of there trying to make adjustments on it. And you can't really tell how this is going to go together until you put it together. Unfortunately, there's no quick measuring or other sort of fix for that. You just kind of have to, just kind of have to roll with everything, as it were. All right, so let's pull this around here. Slide this door back. There she goes. Make sure we're near the top of the hinge, not the bottom. And we should get a good swinging mechanism out of that. It's, this engineering is sloppy. It's not, it's real basic. I mean, there's not much more than no thought going into this. So just, know that going into it, that it's, if you're going to do the out-of-box thing. I don't know what most people do. Do most people just glue these things shut? I mean, what's the point? Do they cut away all this stuff in here and make their own doors and door cards, leaving that extra width in here between the seat and sidewall? I don't know. Put it in the comments if you've thrown one of these AMT, whether it's 16th scale or the 1/24th, the ones with the operating door feature. I don't know, maybe nobody even buys them. I don't know. I mean, it's, the only reason I wanted them was for the size. They're giant to those little kids, and I thought that, was a selling point for me anyway. Very big old Detroit steel from the old days, from Grandpa's days. You know what I'm saying? So you see how the door doesn't sag or rack downward? It just, because you've trapped that hinge part inside the door toward the top. You've got this thing slid all the way up to the top knuckle on here, and that keeps that doesn't give it anywhere to fall to, right? At least that was my plan, such as it was. All right, it's almost time now to slip the windshield in. See if we can get a good fit with that. And then once the windshield is in, I can pop the cockpit tub in there, and then we can put the glass into the hood, into the pop top, and proceed with the build. Get all the little detail bits and parts on the car, hook up the wiring, get the lights going, yada yada yada, bing bang boom. I put the scoop detail on and I doctored up the bumper. I wanted those little bumper extensions on it So these parts on the back are what they call the racing mirrors in the kit, and I'm going to not use those and use the stock side mirror, this thing over here. And so that left me with excuse me, two identical parts that looked an awful lot like the bumper extension parts. And then I had these old little dog dish hubcaps from a Ford kit, AMT Ford, and so we just stuck those on the front, put a wrap of solder around the back, give it extra gluing area, and it should look pretty good. I'll just touch them up with the paint where I sanded away to make them roundish. Right, you can see where the chrome has been sanded off. And that was just because they were, you know, typical AMT. They had lots of plastic to clean off. Oh, there's our top, our hood fitting properly there, pretty much. Look at that. We got a good fit with that. We got a good fit with the trunk lid as well. I'm just hoping once I jam all this into the back, none of it interferes with that trunk lid. You know, it was in dry fit, we were good. multiple dry fit sessions, we were good. Even with the light cans in there, it was good. So now I'm just concerned that in final actual assembly, I want to make sure it's still good. Here you can see how to the little extensions that I took and sawed off of the doors and just attached to the windshield actually look pretty good. I added some half round just here to the outside because they looked a little, I don't know how to put it. They looked a little jank, so I just added these to beef them out. You'd want these pillars to be pretty strong in a rollover. I mean, these cars weren't really safety rated at all in any way, shape, or form, but I like to think if I had been building them, I'd have done something about that, at least some little thing. No, maybe not. Let's get this in here. Let's see. That should be dry, I think. So door fits okay. As you can see, they like to pop out, and that's where I go for the friction fit. Just a very thin, small piece of my ultra thin birch ply veneer, and then I'll even probably sand that a little bit and just cut them in the shape of the latch plate so that when the doors open it just looks like a latch plate without the post, but looks like a latch plate. Anyway, that's what I do. Feel free to move about the cabin. So we're up to speed here. Now we're onto the back page. So their order of assembly. Where's number one? Oh, up here. Okay. So moving into the final phase, they want me to, they want the builder to flesh out the power barn and put all those parts in. So what do we need? We need our heater unit. I need the battery. She doesn't have a go handle. I need the brake master cylinder and hood latch. Huh? Let's see what that looks like. Maybe I can just use that. Figure out a way to make it swing. Oh, I think I saw that part. I think that's this. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's that. I think. Pretty sure it's that. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Alright. So that's the hood latch. Hood stay. Hood. This is the thing that holds the hood up when you open it. Except I'm not gonna, I don't like it. That's not gonna work for me, so. We'll get a length of something. Let's see. Now I can cut this off right there. How long is this part? Well, would you look at that? All right, so we're just going to take this end off of it. Carefully and quietly and slowly and peacefully. There you go. All right, and we're just going to force that pen down just a little bit more. Just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll do. So we just want this to swing up and down. That's all it needs to do. From underneath the hood, or maybe from the body. Let me think. If I drill into the firewall, except I don't have a capture on the back side of it. I should have thought of this before, shouldn't I? Well, let's see. If I do that, though, because this swings up at an angle. Hold on, let's take a look. Alright, let's get you all the way forward here. You need to be down here more, don't you? Let's see. Something like that. Now it goes. So it needs to go across. Oh, hell. What are we doing here? What if it's down, way down? It goes up like that. It comes down like that. So then it would need to be opened out more. Alright, let's take another quick look at this. So the whole thing has to be out of the way of any of this stuff down here. And it would probably need to be, oh, I don't know, more in the middle to keep this thing from tilting. Well, it's still not a great angle. It's not horrible. Let me think. Would it be able to close? That was all tucked up in there. I'm thinking stuff. Things are being thought of. Thoughts are thinking happening. I'm sorry. I'm still in shower thoughts mode, I guess. Things aren't quite firing. Probably shouldn't be doing this if that's the case, huh? We should wait till I'm a little more cogent. But that's not going to happen. Let's take another look at this. So, if we're here, you are here. That's flat against the lid. I can drill a small hole down there. Okay, so what I need now, what the world needs now, is my tubing. My tubing, where'd it go? Looking for that, oh, I hope I didn't, oh, wait a minute. There it is. No, that's not it. Okay. Well, we're toast. I mean, without it, we're toast. Let's see what this will do. This might work. We have to use aluminum. Aluminum. Well, I guess I need to see. Let's clean it out. See if that piano wire fit in this thing. Wish I had the plastic one. It's a hell of a lot easier to cut that. But, no, this is just nothing. So, oh yeah, this will work. So, If you don't have a set of these little jeweler files or whatever they call them, hobby files, I don't know what you want to call them, you need to get them, because you can do a lot of stuff with just a couple little tools like this. Should be in your repertoire of stuff you know how to do things with. I think that's its technical term. Stuff you know how to do things with? Oh yeah. I know what you mean. You're talking about the stuff I know how to do things with. Alright, so what I want to do is cut this off right about, I don't know, here-ish. But then I need to figure out how to make sure it stays in that thing. And that's probably going to have to do with the shortness of this cut and whatever I might or might not do to make that work with a capture of some kind. Did I just talk in a circle? I think I did. I don't think anybody knows what the hell I just meant. Not even me. So we're going to cut this. And the idea would be, ideally, if we had an idea, be to shove this in here in some way to catch it on the back. Keep it in. Let me think some more. Man, the feller can get a headache thinking too much. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to think some more. So I really want this to stay in here. Now, I could just do it fudgery style, which means I would just put, oh, I don't know, maybe some white glue in here, just to kind of make it behave for a limited time only. That's not going to work. And I got to get this duffage off or it will never stick to that hood. Let's see now, do I want to put it, I got to put it against the hood. I can't put it in the body. Yeah.